Yeah. From the back end. Yeah.
So your girl never forgets to moisturize her lips, and I'm just using this one by Natralus in Strawberry. I'm using a new primer by Ellana, and it's a mineral cosmetics line, and when I apply this, it just feels like your typical primer, but it gets the job done. So I am applying that all over my face except for the nose area because it gets a little patchy when I apply my foundation. And speaking of foundation, I'm using this Catrice Cosmetics foundation. You know that I used this in my previous videos. Anyways, I'm applying that with my new blending brush by E.l.f. Cosmetics, and this truly legit changed my life, like for real. I don't need to use a beauty blender. Well, if I want to, I can use that after I blend this with my brush to give that flawless airbrush look, but for today's video I just really want to emphasize how my face will look after using the brush only with my foundation, and it really makes no difference at all. I really love this brush. I highly recommend it. I actually got this tip from Kelsey Simone, and I really was intrigued by this. So anyways, I'm just highlighting the parts of my face with this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in Light. So I'm applying that all over my face, like under the eyes and all of my blemishes and all that good stuff, and applying that again with my blending brush by E.l.f. Cosmetics.
There's affection when we're sexing, it's a blessing that you can. So when you come through, you already know it's on.
So this is how my face looks after the foundation with just using the E.l.f. blending brush. So I'm trying out this strobing technique using my Etude House PlayStick 101 contour and highlight stick, and I'm applying the highlighting part on the high points of my face. And for the contour, I'm trying this technique called dot tour, which is dotting contour, and you're just dotting along the parts of your face that you want to recede. And I think this is a very good tip for those who are just trying out contouring and highlighting, and I really highly recommend this method. Anyways, I'm just blending this with a beauty blender. I could use the E.l.f. blending brush, but I'm just more comfortable with the beauty blender.
Chillin' with me, you won't wanna leave. When a nigga go deep, I'ma make you sing. Sing to me.
Now for the highlights, I find that it's much more blendable to use my fingers because it just warms up the face and it really shows that pop of highlight. So that's just my preference. You could use a beauty blender if you wish.
I know we both gone off the liquor, but you should come chill.
I also like to apply it on the Cupid's bow and on the center of my nose to really get that highlight poppin'. I'm trying something new with my brows today, which is applying eyebrow gel first, then brushing it off with a spoolie, just so I could see the shape of my brows and know what I am working with today. You know, sometimes the brows could get a little bit under the weather, if you know what I mean. But anyways, I am just feathering it out with the pencil, and I'm doing it ever so lightly on the ends all the way to the front part of my brows. I am doing it super lightly on the front part of the brows to achieve that ombre effect, you know, like that gradient effect, not ombre, gradient. But anyways, I am doing that method and brushing it, and I am blending it with a spoolie. I am very super careful with my brows right now because they are a little wild. I am not, you know, threading or waxing. I just like to clean it up a little bit. But I kind of like the look on my brows recently. I mean, I get a lot of compliments with my brows because they look a little natural. And you know, it's summer, so the natural eyebrow look is so in right now.
Trust.
For the eyes, I am just priming my eyelids with a liquid concealer by Revlon. Now, you don't want to put too much or else you'll get the exact opposite of what you want, which is making those eyeshadow colors pop. Now, I am just setting it with some loose powder, and I like to go all the way to the brows just to really set everything.
I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky.
So I'm using again my Colourpop Element of Surprise palette, and I'm going first with the contour shade, starting off the transition shade, which is the shade Go With The Flow, and I am using my Naked 2 palette eyeshadow brush that comes with it, and I just like to do the windshield wiper motion, which is blending on my crease all the way outside of the eye, just to give that cat eye effect.
I got the plug, I made the call for green. I'm talking late night for ya. Let me lay a great time on.
For my crease shade, I am using the shade Details, which is a copper brown shade, and I'm using a dense blending brush by Coastal Scents, and I'm just really blending it out, working my way into achieving that much more contour defined eye look. Again, I also like to blend it all the way outside of my eyes just to really give that, you know, very defined cat eye look.
All night, I wanna all night. Say it, I wanna all night. Hello, stranger, babe's been waiting. Just as I recall, that ass is still amazing. Playing, babe.
Now to highlight the inner parts of my eyes, I like to use the shade Rayon, which is almost like a rose gold periwinkle. I don't know, I can't explain the shimmer shades of the Element of Surprise palette. I don't know, but every time that I use this, it gives me that gloss eyelid. I don't know why. But anyways, just to blend everything out, I am using the shade Sea Stars, which is a brown glimmer shade with some pink sparkles in it. It really looks amazing when you just blend it out with the eyes.
Chill, just like you will come through and chill.
So I'm just applying all of the shades that I used on the lower part of my eyes. So starting off with the shade Go With The Flow, and I'm applying it all the way under my eyes. Then for the shade Details, I like to do it just a little bit in the mid part of my lower eyes. And for the shade Sea Stars, I like to just do it on the tiny part bit of my eyes, if that makes sense. Just to smoke everything out.
Chill, just say you will.
So I'm defining my eyes with a light brown felt tip eyeliner that I recently received, that is from Japan. And I like to clean out with a concealer just to, you know, I'm not much more of an expert when it comes to eyeliner yet, so I like to do that.
I wanna all night. Say it, I wanna all night.
Now it's time to curl the lashes, and I'm very excited to use this new mascara of mine. It is from Bilena. It is a waterproof mascara, and there is two parts, so the other side is for the top lashes. And what I like about this mascara, it's very suitable if you're going to apply fake lashes. The moment that you apply the false lashes, this is the suitable mascara for you because it blends your real lashes with the fake lashes. I don't know how it does that, but it just does.
I just had to let you know you're.
Now a cool trick is I like to outline my eyes with the brown eyeliner. So I'm just using some ratchet lashes. I am a fan of a very natural eye look since it is summer. On the other side of the mascara is the one that is for the bottom lashes. So I like to apply a lot on the bottom lashes just so there's a correlation of eyes when it comes to the lashes. So I'm just highlighting the inner part of my eyes with the shade Feels from the Element of Surprise palette.
Yeah.
Now, I like to take any gold eyeshadow because I'm trying to replicate the Fenty Beauty look with the Trophy Wife Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighter. I really want to get my hands on it, but for some reason, it's just so expensive. So a cool dupe is just to get any gold eyeshadow. So I'm just contouring my face, contouring on the sides of my forehead, the cheekbones, on the chin, the jawline.
You're alive. Yeah. Swear to God I'm down. If you down, all you gotta say is right. Yeah. Girl, anything.
And for blush, I'm using the Etude blush palette. They have 3 shades and I just like to mix 3 of those shades just to really give that blushing pink orange look. Now I'm very excited to use this highlighter of mine. This is from Hello Gorgeous. It is a local Filipino brand and it's very affordable, like it's only 250 pesos and it just works wonders like any high-end highlighters. This is like the greatest dupe that I've ever found. I got the shade Starlight, which is more of a rose gold color, and now you want to be very careful with this product because it's very potent. A little goes a long way and it's almost like an oil base. Now for the lips, I am just applying some clear lip gloss because I really want to stick with the summer look. Now as you can see, I didn't put any powder yet because the highlighter is very poppin', like it's really gonna wow you a lot. And once everything is done, you can now apply your powder of choice, and that's the whole makeup look.
I had enough combos for 20 bucks. I picked you